Hello, everybody. It's time for the game of the week. OAA volleyball action tonight. The Warriors of Southfield A&T taking on the Hawks of Farmington Harrison. Harrison wants to be aggressive and mix up their shots and play tight D at the net. Southfield A&T wants to control the game, rely on their veterans, and finish their sets. Harrison in their farewell season will look to number 5, Brooke Hilka, for leadership at the net. And also number 10, Kristen Hankins. Southfield A&T Warriors on their home court, looking for big things from number 5, Danielle Burns, and their star, number 6, Krista Blakey. OAA volleyball action coming at you from Southfield right now.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds. Stop the texts. Stop the wrecks. Visit us at stoptextstoprex.org.
All set to put it in play, the Warriors of Southfield A&T on their home floor. Starting it off with an ace. Nice sinking serve, found the hardwood. Communication so key in volleyball. Harrison having some troubles there. Nice block by the Warriors, got it over in 3. Big wind up and hit, and down for Harrison. That was number 10, Kristen Hankins. Got up high over the net. Nice diving try by the Warriors. Couldn't get there in time. We're all knotted up at ones. Number 5, Brooke Hilka serving for Harrison. Dug out by the Warriors. Second hit goes over the net, out of bounds. Again, this time handled by A&T. Big hit that goes long for the Warriors. Didn't quite get it on top of that one. That was number 14, Sinya Jackson. Hilka service once more. High shot. Big wind up and hit. Nice hit by Krista Blakey right there to block it. Number 10, Kristen Hankins for Harrison. Blakey had all kinds of momentum, but Hankins there perfectly positioned for the block. This time Blakey gets it down. Goes cross court to avoid the block. That was a bullet. Serving for A&T, 14, Sinya Jackson. Lefty serve came up a little short. Harrison back out to the 3-point advantage. Tori Liggins sets it in play for Harrison. Nice dig by A&T. Setting up Blakey. This time she pooches it. Blakey again goes for the touch shot. Finds the hardwood. Big power hitter like Blakey makes that deke really effective. Harrison there for the block, and she just tipped it over him. Another ace for the Warriors. Nice strong serve by number 5, Danielle Burns. just long. Very close, but Burns sends it just wide. 2-point advantage for Harrison. Kristen Hankins finds an open spot on her serve for the ace. Serve handled this time. Pass just a little short, but Blakey there to tip it over. Krista Blakey all over the court. Looked like that set might have gone as an overpass, but Blakey there to tip it home. Overpass that time by Harrison. A&T able to get it over in 3. Big wind-up dug out by A&T. Big long volley here. Overpass by A&T sets up Harrison. A&T there on the block. That was number 4, McKenna Albert. Couldn't get all of it, and that ball falls in for the Hawks. Nice diving effort by the Warriors to try and recover, but just found its way down. Another one. Good serve. It's still number 10, Krista Hankins on the service line. Number 2 for A&T is Nefertari Harrelson. Now serving for Harrison, Melinda Heckeye. Set over the net by A&T. Another hit for Harrison on the back line. Krista Blakey unable to dig that one out. Number 5, Brooke Hilka. Big presence at the net for Harrison so far in this first game. Best 3 out of 5. Takes the match. Touch over by A&T. Returned by Harrison. Here's the setup for A&T. Good swing there. Hit by Brooke Hilka. Comes up short this time. A&T picking up the point. Putting in time at the net, number 8, John A. Cameron for A&T. Volley nicely by A&T. Cameron there for the block. Don't know if that would have made it over the net either way. Another point for the Warriors. Set right in the middle, dug out by Harrison, but nobody there to catch that pass, so another point for the Warriors. Number 7, Kayla Hunter in the vicinity. Again, a little communication issue for Farmington Harrison. Over in 3 by A&T. Hilka touches it over. Nice setup for the Warriors. Big swing by number 2, Harrelson. And Hilka with the pound, but she pounds it past the end line. Another point for the Warriors, now within 1. McKenna Albert on the service line for A&T. Ace for the Warriors, ties it up. Always looking for that soft spot on the serve. Found it again. Good look at the head coach for Farmington Harrison, Michael Love. Great dynamic on the court tonight. And T puts it in play. Harrison returns this one. Sent over by Kayla Hunter. Set up for A&T. Didn't get it over the net. Coaching dynamic. Head coach Michael Love for Harrison is actually the son of Southfield A&T's head coach Alicia Love. That drive goes long for Harrison. Warriors get the service back. Keeping the family affair going, the assistant coach for A&T, also daughter of Coach Alicia Love. Her name's Amanda Love. A&T now up by 1, looking to keep their momentum going. Hilka set up nicely. A&T digs it out. Hit this time by Nefertari Harrelson. Harrelson's drive unable to make it over. Service foul by Harrison. Over the line on that serve. A&T picks up a point. Looking to work that right side. A&T's serve goes wide. We're all tied up. Hilka, big hitter, big serve too. Nice setup for number 6, the power hitter, Krista Blakey. Her attack finds the floor. Nice deep spike by Blakey. Nothing Harrison could do with that one. Set up and over, nice dig, tipped over. Handled by Harrison. And another set shot by Melinda Hawkeye. Got it just over the A&T blockers. Found the hardwood. We're tied up again at 14. Tipped over, handled by Harrison. Overpass sent back by A&T. Number 5, Danielle Burns recognized the overpass and rejected it. Nice play by her. Actually, that was number 4, McKenna Albert, on the tip. Timeout in the action here. A&T Warriors up by 1 in game 1 of this best 3 out of 5 match with the Hawks of Harrison. Fans, remember, you can now watch Cable 15 anywhere you have internet access. Just go to the City of Southfield website, click on Cable 15, and hit the Cable 15 Live tab. You can watch Cable 15 Live on your mobile device, your tablet, or your computer. It's all right there at Cable 15 Live through the City of Southfield website. Sparkling floor of Southfield A&T here in Southfield, Michigan, a suburb of Detroit, just north of the border. Farmington Hills Harrison, a couple miles down the road on 12 Mile Road. And this is the swan song for Farmington Hills Harrison. Storied athletic program there coming to an end as Farmington Schools consolidates from 3 down to 2 high schools. Big windup by number 6, Krista Blakey. And that ball was tipped by Harrison before it went long. Correction, that was their libero, Mary Williams. Got in the way of that spike. It would have gone long, but off Harrison, point A&T. Beautiful play by number 10, Kristen Hankins. Saw the open spot on the floor and placed it perfectly. Nobody there for A&T. Hawks serving down 1 here in game 1. Number 2, Melinda Hackeye. Going for the tip, couldn't get the handle on it, and that falls on her side, point A&T. She's trying to avoid those A&T blockers. Service comes up short for the Warriors. Right back to the Hawks, still down by 1. Serve right into the middle, set up for the deep spike. And that back row hit finds the floor for the Warriors. Going up high, looking good. McKenna Albert serving for A&T. Now up 2. Net violation called against the Hawks. That's a point A&T. Caught a glimpse of one of A&T's other coaches in the various programs here. Ernie Tabor working the table for the Warriors. Set over deep. Harrison handles it. Set successfully for Brooke Hilka. Going with the medium hit, not the big one. Blockers there for A&T. Couldn't get enough of that one, and it's a point Hawks. That serve sails long. Warriors now up 3 here in game 1. Served by A&T, handled by the Hawks. Hilka with the hit. Dug out, set up for the hit by Nefertari Harrelson. And that comes up just short for A&T. Hawks cut it down to a 2-point lead. Number 1, Mary Williams on the serve. She'll be sure to stay behind the line from now on. That set a little awkwardly hit into the net. A&T unable to dig it out. Tip over. A set over finds the floor for A&T. Crafty play by number 7, Felice Washington. Correction, that was number 4, McKenna Albert again. Albert all over the floor. Long A&T serve just found the line. And Warriors back up by 3, looking to finish out game number 1. Bump set, big hit dug out by A&T. Set up now for the touch, comes up just short. That was Felice Washington. Needed to get just a little more height. Brooke Hilka serving for Harrison. Set up for the hit by Blakey, returned. Another setup for Blakey, big swing, big time hit for the Warriors. A&T going to the bread and butter. Krista Blakey with a power hit. Touch blocked by A&T and rejected by A&T. Don't know if that was a tip shot or an overpass. Number 5, Danielle Burns, just sent it back to Harrison. And A&T 1 point away. Service goes long. Harrison catches a break. They're still in game 1. A&T still looking at match point here. Up 3, 24-21. Game point, of course, is what I meant, and A&T gets it. First game winner by 4, 25-21 over the Hawks. A lot of good rallies both ways. Big hitters on both of these OAA teams. Nice service aces going both ways. Krista Blakey getting up high for the big one. And A&T pulls away to win the first game in this best 3 out of 5 match. Hawks versus Warriors, game 2 coming up.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you? Gary, financial aid forms. Biology homework, G. Picking a college, man. You and us go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos.
All right, Farmington Hills Harrison set to start our second set here. A&T up 1-0 after their first set victory. Serve right down the middle, handled by A&T. Knocked over by Felice Washington. And nice spike there by number 5, Brooke Hilka. Big, tall presence at the net for Farmington Hills Harrison. Finds the open spot. Nice power hit by Krista Blakey. A&T returning the serve of Melinda Hackeye. Blakey getting way up over the net. Tomahawking that spike. Strong serve down the middle by Harrelson. Returned by Harrison. Tip shot beautifully executed by Danielle Burns. Saw the opening. And nobody there for Harrison. Nice little diagonal hit by Burns. Tipped up by Hilka. Another hit finding the floor for A&T. Great touch by Danielle Burns. Looked like she was going up for the big hit and then just sort of took a little off of that one and set it down right in the middle of the floor. Nice recovery by A&T, this time tipped up by Hawks. That pass went a little long into the net. Albert and Burns bumped into each other and weren't able to recover in time to dig that one out. Set up here for Blakey. Her hit goes long. Good recognition by Farmington Hills Harrison, letting that one go. Set over. Not able to catch Harrison off guard. Harrison returning again. Their tip pass, no good. And the third hit goes backwards for the Warriors. Harrison Hawks using the deke shot to good effect. Sonia Westbrook, number 10, in for the Warriors, replacing Felice Washington. Served that time by number 13, Sarah Hamoud, came up short. Both teams substituting pretty freely here in set number 2. Felice Washington with a nice sinking serve. Hilke with the hit, blocked and set up beautifully for Krista Blakey. A lot of players at the net, and Blakey took it deep. Real nice recovery by McKenna Albert to get that pass over to Blakey off the net. Felice Washington at the service line again. Arcing serve by her, dug out. Net violation called on Harrison. That shot might have been wide left anyway. Either way, it's a point for A&T. Oh, Archer again just over the net. Hit by Hilke. Referees signaling each other about some action around the net. Washington will get us back in play here. I think they might have said both girls had net violations, so they're just going to replay this one. The set almost over the net, tipped over. Set up for Blakey, that's dug out by Harrison. Touch pass over, Harrison recognized it. Hilke's hit, sent back, Hilke again. This time dug out. And third hit can't get over the net for A&T. Farmington Harrison. Head coach Alicia Love showing her players how it's done. Like she was doing the backstroke there. Nice diving dig. Double hit called on A&T. Great effort by A&T to dig that serve off the floor. Another nice dig by A&T. Harrison with the set. Big hit, got it down inbounds. Felicia Washington reaching for it, couldn't get there in time. Serve handled by A&T, set up Blakey, and she touched it over. With her power hit, that touch is so effective. Blockers have to be ready for the hit. And when Blakey recognizes it, no problem for her to tip it right over their hands. Number 5, Danielle Burns, serving now for the Warriors. All tied up here in set number 2. Long serve. Linda Heckeye tried getting a hold of it, couldn't handle it. And that's a point for the Warriors. They're up by 1. Burns again sends it deep. Big went off the net. Harrison almost dug it off of that, but unable to come through. Warriors now up 2. Let's look at John A. Cameron at the net for A&T. A fall-away hit there by Kristen Hankins. Can't get over. A&T up 3. The service by Danielle Burns has been very effective. Little indecision by the line judge there. Changed her mind and said it was out. Big wind-up. Big hit for Krista Blakey. Blockers were there for Harrison, but Blakey gets it through. This jump hit by Heckeye. Back row hit way long for A&T. That's a point for the Hawks. Head coach Alicia Love very animated. She's into this game. Almost dug out by Harrison, but another point for the Warriors. No surprise, Alicia Love into it. She's coaching against her son, Michael Love, head coach of Harrison. McKenna Albert on the serve. Harrison had 3 hits at it, but couldn't get it over. Sonia Westbrook back in for the Warriors. Getting some more height at the line. That hit handled by A&T. Big drive by the Warriors goes long again. This hit there by number 10, Kristen Hankins. Came off her hand a little odd. Didn't make it over. A&T Warriors substituting a lot here in set number 2. In the game now, number 1, Alana Menson, was set to serve before we had a timeout in the action. Warriors up 4 here in set number 2. Fans, you can follow Cable 15 Sports on Twitter. Find out when the next game will be covered, the time it will air, the scores, the highlights. It's all there at Cable 15 Sports. When you're already on Twitter, check out Cable 15 Sports Instagram page and see photos of the game too. At Cable 15 Sports, Twitter, and Instagram. More great ways to catch the game of the week. Cable 15 Sports covering all of your high school sports action here in the Southfield area. Tonight we're at Southfield A&T, the home of the Warriors. A&T High School at the corner of 10 Mile and Lazar in Southfield, Michigan. Beautiful gym. Beautiful serve. Unable to be returned there by the Harrison Hawks. Has A&T up by 4 here in set number 2. Just in the game, Alana Menson. Line drive serve. Standing hit by number 7, Kayla Hunter for the Hawks. Gets past the A&T blockers down on the floor. Harrison picks up a point. Touched over by the Warriors. Overpass. Unable to be handled by Harrison. Little indecision by Brooke Hilka. Didn't recognize the ball making it over the net, and that's another point for A&T. Free ball for the Hawks. Hilka with the hit. Blockers there, but couldn't handle the hit by Brooke Hilka. Number 10, Sonia Westbrook. Got a good piece of it, but that ball fell down, and that serve unable to be returned by the Warriors. A lot of Menson on the back line now for A&T. Sarah Hamoud serving for Farmington Hills Harrison. Dug up this time. Set up for a big hit by Krista Blakey. Too hot to handle for the Hawks, and that's another point for the Warriors. Blakey gets way up above the net. A lot of down on her hits. Felice Washington trying to sneak it over the net, came up just short. In the game now is number 9, Asia Thompson. Warriors showing a lot of bounce. And that serve comes up short for Harrison. It was number 1, Mary Williams. John A. Cameron and Krista Blakey getting their communications set. Set up here for Blakey. Once again, too much on that Blakey spike for Harrison. Blocker got a piece of it, Digger got a piece of it, but not enough. Now the point, A&T, they're up by 5. Nice setup and a nice finish by Kristen Hankins for the Hawks of Harrison. Once again, this is the final year of operation for Farmington Hills Harrison High School. Storied football program. A lot of good athletes and teams came out of Harrison over the last few decades. Closing the doors next June. Number 2, Nefertari Harrelson let that ball go, and the line judge said it was in. Set up there for Blakey, this time blocked by Harrison. Blakey going right at him. And number 2, Melinda Hackeye, and number 10, Kristen Hankins there for the successful block by Harrison. No blocking this one by number 6, Krista Blakey. Blocker's just not there in time. Blakey with the finish. Set here for Hackeye. She gets her head down. Linda Hackeye with the kill for Harrison. still anybody's set. Harrison down 2 with the serve. A&T, nice setup for Krista Blakey. Saw some open floor in the middle and just put it over the blockers and got it down. McKenna Albert serving for A&T. 4 points away from a set win. That set too close to the net to be handled by the Warriors. Harrison within 2, 19-21. Set number 2, best 3 out of 5. Harrison elects to go middle of the floor. Big windup by Senya Jackson comes up short. Good defense by Harrison also. We got a 1-point set. Dig goes over for A&T. Set up for the big hit, big windup. That goes long, and we're all knotted up at 21. Harrison fighting their way back here in set number 2. Hankins on the serve for Harrison. This time Blakey goes for the middle hit again and finds the floor. Breaking the streak by Harrison. A&T sends Alana Menson in to serve. A&T up by 1. Deep looping serve by Henson. Passed over by A&T. That goes wide. Hawks score 1 to tie it up at 22. Hackeye serving down the middle. A&T handles that. Set over by Harrison. Tipped back by A&T. Harrison with the set for Brooke Hilka. She wasn't able to handle it. Coach Michael Love exhorting his team to hang tough. And we've got another timeout in the action. A&T up by 1 in set number 2, 23-22. If you just can't get enough of the games of the week like me, you want to check us out on YouTube. Go to YouTube, search Southfield Multimedia Services, and you can find all the great shows produced by Cable 15. Shows like Cable 15 News, Business Matters, The Author's Den, and if you go to Southfield Multimedia Services Sports, you can find archives of all the games of the week and all the sports that we cover. Southfield Multimedia Services on YouTube, another great service of Cable 15 in the city of Southfield. Farmington Harrison fighting tooth and nail here in set 2. They do not want to go down by 2 in a best out of 5. A&T with the serve and the lead. That serve goes just long for the Warriors. Hawks pick up a point to tie it at 23. Back to serve for Harrison. 13 is Sarah Hamoud. Nice heavy serve right down the middle. Set up by A&T. Dug out by Harrison, but that dig goes wide. Bounces off the Harrison bench. That's a point for the Warriors, and they're 1 point away from taking set number 2. Felice Washington serving for the Warriors. Looking for that right side. It sails just wide. All tied up again. Number 1, Mary Williams serving for Harrison. Ball's in, handled by A&T. Set up for the big hit by Danielle Burns. And that made it over. Blocker's a little late getting there for Harrison. A&T up by 1, looking for the set winner. Burns now serving. That serve goes long. New life again for Farmington. Harrison. A&T had 1 set point. Saw that go away. Little touch handled by Harrison. Set up here for Hackeye. Her hit set over. Big windup and hit for Farmington. Harrison. Nice play by Kristen Hankins. Hit it away from the block and found the back corner. A&T digs it out. Free ball for Harrison. Standing hit by Melinda Hackeye does not make it over. Point for the Warriors, ties it up at 26. What a set these ladies are playing. Great volleyball action both ways. Big hit by Kristen Hankins. Can't be handled by the Warriors, and the Hawks now up by 1. Set point for Harrison. Dug out and over by A&T. Big hit. Unable to be returned by the Warriors. 4 hits. The Hawks take the point, and they take the set by 2. 28-26. What a battle between these two OAA powerhouses. Great action, great decision-making by both teams. But in an extended set, Farmington Hills Harrison comes up with the win to knot it up 1 game apiece. It's now a best out of 3 match between the Hawks and the Warriors. We'll be right back with set number 3.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
Well, A&T had a set point in set number 2 and couldn't capitalize. And the Hawks of Farmington Harrison kept fighting back and took the second set. So we're all tied up 1 set apiece as we start set number 3. A&T off on the good foot by number 6, Krista Blakey. Service tipped over by Harrison. Blakey going for the open spot. Harrison recovers. And that hit is in. Brooke Hilka ecstatic. Benches have switched sides. Head coach Michael Love giving his team instructions. And again, we've got a great family dynamic going tonight. He is the son of A&T's head coach, Alicia Love. Third hit over for A&T. Free ball for Harrison. Back row spike. A&T recovers and gets it over in 3 hits. And looked like extra hit called on Harrison. It'll be a point for the Warriors. They're up by 1. Senya Jackson serving for A&T. Lefties serve. Dug out by Harrison. Number 7, Kayla Hunter. Looking for the pass over. Didn't get it high enough. Jackson's serve unable to be returned by Harrison. Another point for the Warriors. Hawks got 3 hits on it, just couldn't get it over. Deep serve by Jackson. Tough decision there by number 2, Melinda Heckeye. She thought it was long, but that ball just sunk right in. Nice bump set. A&T able to dig it out and return it. What a rally here. Overpass and tipped back by Harrison. Nice play by the Hawks. Head to head, that one won by number 7, Kayla Hunter of Harrison. Sarah Hamoud serves it in for Harrison. Third hit over by A&T. That is long. A&T had built a 4-point lead. Harrison scratching back into it, now down 2. Back row spike by number 10, Kristen Hankins. Can't get it over. Point A&T. Here comes Danielle Burns on the serve for the Warriors. And Coach Alicia Love working hard on the bench, needs a fan to cool off. A long serve by the Warriors won't help. Beautiful dig by the Warriors, diving, keeping it alive. Here's the setup for Harrison. Handled by A&T. Back row hit by Danielle Burns. Too much for Harrison. Warriors doing a great job keeping it alive, keeping it in play long enough to get a point out of it. Harrison tipping it around to each other. Just couldn't get the spacing quite right. Kristen Hankins got the spacing right on that hit. Nobody home for the Warriors. She found the big opening. And finished. Dug out by A&T. Free ball for Harrison. And a nice little tip pass. Number 8, John A. Cameron. Beautiful job getting over the blockers of Harrison. Down on the floor. A&T up 4. Another ace for the Warriors. 5-point lead matches their biggest margin at any time of the match so far here against Farmington Hills Harrison. Another big hit winner by Kristen Hankins for Farmington Hills Harrison. Beautiful set by number 6, Tori Liggins. Hankins with the finish. Back row miss hit by A&T's big hitter Krista Blakey. Hawks within 3, serving at 7-10. There's a back row hit winner for Krista Blakey. Liggins trying to dig that one out. Couldn't get enough of it. A&T up by 4 here in set number 3. We've got a break in the action. Remember, Cable 15 Sports covers all of your sports action. In football, basketball, swimming, volleyball, baseball, wrestling, it's all here on Cable 15 Sports. And we hope you like our new show, Follow the Season. This is a behind-the-scenes look at one of your favorite local teams. We give you a chance to get to know the players, the coaches, see how they train, see how they develop strategies. It's a great look, inside look at one of your teams on Follow the Season, right here on Cable 15 Sports. Evenly matched teams here in the OAA, Farmington Hills Harrison and the Southfield A&T Warriors battling it out in set number 3. A&T took set 1. Farmington Harrison battled back to take set number 2 in overtime. And we've got another close battle brewing here in set number 3. Another winner by number 10, Kristen Hankins. Hankins with the hot hand for Harrison here in set number 3. She's on the back line serving. Dug out by A&T. Big hit by Burns. Set over by Harrison. Deep hit played by Harrison. And that drive by Melinda Hackeye goes wide left. Harrison working hard, but nothing to show for it. Point for A&T, they're up by 4. Serve in the middle dugout. Standing hit by Hackeye, this won't go. Great net defense by A&T. That serve just short. Krista Blakey on the front line for Southfield A&T. Brooke Hilka on the front line for Harrison. Big hit by Blakey. Too much Blakey. Harrison got a piece of it, but not enough to get it back over. A nice sinking serve by A&T. Nice block by A&T. Danielle Burns happy about that one. Burns and Blakey in on the action. Tough serve handled by Harrison. They'll have to bump it over. Nice touch. Nice decision by Danielle Burns. Fake the big swing and put in a nice touch shot. Warriors now up by 7. Both teams going for quick hits. Set up here for Blakey, touches it over, and A&T with the block. Blakey touched it and then went back for the block. Great effort, great execution. Another block, this time by Danielle Burns. And what a service run by Sinya Jackson, number 14 for A&T. Sending it right down the middle. Consistent sinking serve. Blakey and Burns doing the rest from there. Brooke Hilka with a successful hit this time. Albert and Burns on the defense for A&T. Hilka able to get it between them. Third shot over but long for A&T. And the Farmington Hills Harrison Hawks not giving up here in set number 3. Hamoud serves down 7. Deep serve handled by A&T, tipped over. Hilka tries to touch it. A&T returns. Hilka with the overshot. Big windup, big hitter, and another winner for Krista Blakey. A&T had been going for a lot of touch passes. Blakey mixing it up with the big hitter and a winner. Nice hit over there by number 7, Kayla Hunter. A&T can't return it. 7-point lead for the Warriors. Serve just dug out, but then put down by Kristen Hankins. Mary Williams on the serve. Nearly had an ace, but Hankins there to clean it up. Touched over by A&T. Violation against the Warriors gives the Hawks a point. Coach Alicia Love questioning that call. Referees are going to confer. Don't see that happen very often. Referees change their minds. And Harrison on the serve, down 6. Nice net play by the Hawks, scratching their way back into this third set. A&T just a little late on the block. Slowed it down, but didn't get it back over. Mary Williams on a good serve run for Harrison. Hilka with the big hit. Bumped off the net. Down on the floor for Harrison. Another point. They're back within 4, 15-19 here in set number 3. Mary Williams still on the serve for the Hawks. Third over for A&T. And Hankins continuing her strong play here in set number 3. Got up high and put that one down with authority. Southfield A&T wants to talk it over. Timeout here in set number 3. If you're interested in the Southfield community and you want to see how things get decided by your city government, every other Monday at 7:30 you can watch the Southfield City Council meeting here on Cable 15. We air that right after your Monday game of the week. City Council meetings, a staple of citizen-led democracy here in the United States. Get involved, find out what's going on, and see who's in charge here in Southfield. Right here on Cable 15. Another hard-fought set. Southfield A&T had stretched it out to a 7-point lead. But the Harrison Hawks refusing to go away. Clawing their way back into it under the service of Mary Williams on the back line. Cut it to a 3-point lead. Harrison gets it over. Free ball for A&T. Blakey winds up for the big hit. That is blocked. Can't get over. Harrison Hawks back within 2. Williams hits a short singing serve, just returned by A&T. Hilka with the hit. That can't be handled. Harrison now within 1. What a comeback by the Hawks. 2 huge service runs. First it was Senya Jackson for A&T. Now it's Mary Williams for the Harrison Hawks. Head coach Michael Love intense on the sidelines, seeing if his team can come all the way back and tie up the Warriors. Big hit by A&T. Third hit's got to get over. It did. Hit by A&T. That sails wide. We're all tied up at 19. Harrison has come all the way back to tie it. Mary Williams yet again on the serve. Referee talking to somebody in the bleachers. Might have been a flash on a camera. Mary Williams gets it in again. That set actually went over the net, and Harrison unable to handle it, but a violation looks to have been called here. Indeed, Krista Blakey couldn't stop in time. She hits the net, and that's a point for Harrison. Service can't be returned. Harrison now up 2 here in set number 3. Southfield A&T has been stuck on 19, seems like forever. And Krista Blakey says enough is enough. Point for the Warriors off the kill by Blakey. What a run by Mary Williams on the serve for Harrison. Serve dug out, set up for Hilka. Hit by A&T, comes up short. And Harrison Hawks now up 2 with the serve. Brooke Hilka. Serve is good, returned by A&T. Back row hit, can't get over. And now the Hawks 2 points away from a set number 3 win. Substitution here for the Warriors. Felice Washington in for Senia Jackson. Hilka serving for Harrison. Set over, beautiful, crafty play by the Warriors. Look like number 4, McKenna Albert. Faked out the Hawks. A&T serve in, returned. Not returned, couldn't get it over in 3. Point for the Warriors, they're back within 1, 22-23. McKenna Albert serving. Dug out of the middle, set up, back hit by Hilka. Set up for the Warriors, that hit is good for the kill. We're all tied up again at 23. Great back and forth volleyball action coming at you from Southfield A&T High School. Albert's serve is in. Over in 3. Set up here, that signals both ways. That ball was called in. 13, Sarah Hamoud thought it was out, watched it sail, and A&T picks up the crucial point. They'll be serving for the set. Head coach Michael Love calls timeout here in set number 3 to set up his defense. And try and put a little more pressure on McKenna Albert serving for the Warriors. Set point, here we go. Serve is down for an ace. And Southfield A&T had the big lead in set number 3. Gave it up. The Hawks actually were up by 3 and looking like they were going to steal it. And back came the Warriors with crucial points down the stretch to take set number 3. Great service run by McKenna Albert. Some crafty play by the Warriors, finding the open spots. And despite all the big hits of Kristen Hankins, Southfield A&T takes set number 3 in a 2-1 lead here in this match. High flyers both ways with the kills for the Hawks and the Warriors. Set number 4 coming up.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving, the ultimate party foul.
After that roller coaster third set won by the Warriors, Farmington Hills Harrison with the serve to start off set number 4. Pass over by the Warriors. A little bit of an awkward dig by Kristen Hankins, unable to be picked up by Brooke Hilka. Short serve by the Warriors. And we're all even at 1. Serving for the Hawks, number 13, Sarah Hamoud. Low line drive. Hit over by A&T. Big setup for number 7, Kayla Hunter. A&T defense there for the block. That didn't make it over the net. Miss hit on the serve by Sinya Jackson. Kind of a bumpy start here to set number 4 after a intense, brilliant set number 3 by both teams. Mistake by the Warriors turns into a point for the Warriors. Set over the net, but it ended up in an awkward spot, and Harrison couldn't dig it out. Head coach Alicia Love for the Warriors on their sideline, trying to stay cool during this hot match. And she is going up against her son, Michael Love, the head coach of Harrison. Arcing serve handled by Harrison. Set up here by A&T. Blockers were there but could not handle the hit by A&T. Nice finish by Krista Blakey for the Warriors. Heavy hit by Hankins. Bigger hit by Krista Blakey. Blocker got a piece of it, but too much Krista Blakey on that hit. Danielle Burns serving just over the net for A&T. And a successful hit by Kristen Hankins. Every set has been a close one so far here this evening. Why would set number 4 be any different? Short serve by Harrison gives a point to the Warriors. They're up by 3. And a short serve by the Warriors gives a point to the Hawks. Tori Liggins serving for Harrison. Long looping serve. Set over and double hit there. Sarah Hamoud lost the handle. Point for the Warriors, serving McKenna Albert. And for the middle of the floor, set up there. See Kristen Hankins leaning back as she wound up for that one. That one flies long. Deep serve. 3 hits and over by Harrison. Set up there for the kill by Sinya Jackson. Southfield A&T up by 5, and with the serve. Timeout in the action. Set number 4. The Warriors are up 2-1 here in our OAA matchup. Remember, you can always check us out on YouTube, Southfield Multimedia Services, is the YouTube channel for Cable 15. You can find episodes of Cable 15 News, The Business Matters, The Author's Den, The Game of the Week. They're all there on YouTube, archived for your viewing. Just search Southfield Multimedia Services. You can find all the great programming from Cable 15 here in the city of Southfield. Floor maintenance here at Southfield A&T. Cleaning up the action right in front of the net. And jumping on the net, Southfield A&T's assistant coach, Amanda Love. If her name sounds familiar, that's because she's the coach's daughter, head coach Alicia Love, and of course the sister of Harrison's coach Michael Love. A lot of volleyball in the Love House. A&T serving now, up by 5 here in set number 4. Dug nicely by Harrison, tipped over, tipped back over. Hit by Hankins, handled by A&T, back row hit, not able to find it over the net. Danielle Burns came up just short. Hankins in good position on defense. And Hankins serving for Harrison. Burns hits it over, set up by Harrison. Hit there by number 2, Melinda Hackeye, and it's good. Jumping effort by McKenna Albert, couldn't get there in time. Harrison cuts it to a 3-point lead. And now Harrison cuts it to a 2-point lead. Hit set up for Senia Jackson, couldn't get over. Hankins serving now, down 2 here in set number 4. Dug out by the Warriors. Sonia Westbrook's hit. Looked like it hit the top of the net. Blockers were there for Harrison if it made it over. Nice sinking serve. Back set for the Warriors. Looked like that bump ran up the arm of Hankins, even if she had been able to get it over. Sets it into her own bench. Warriors up by 2. Lana Menson on the service line. That serve comes up short. Teammates telling her it's okay, let's go. Now serving for Harrison, number 2, Melinda Hackeye. Ran up and over the net, no return possible. Hawks have tied it up. Hilka's hit returnable. Set up for Hilka again. She'll set it over. Tip shot by A&T, return. Another tip shot. In play by Harrison. Hilka with the hit. Set up. Hit and in. Number 10, Sonia Westbrook ran it down the right side and got it in. Beautiful play by Westbrook. After a long volley, A&T back up by 1. Nefertari Harrelson on the serve, comes up just short. Warriors not sharp on their serve here in game number 4. Coach thinks they need to jump a little bit to figure it out. Fans, remember, you can watch Cable 15 anywhere you have internet access. Just go to the City of Southfield website, click on Cable 15, and hit the Cable 15 Live tab. You can watch Cable 15 Live on your mobile device, your tablet, or your computer anywhere in the world. Cable 15 Live from the City of Southfield website. Quick timeout. Coach wanted her girls to snap out of it. Did a little jumping workout, and we're back in action. The jumping did not help on that return. Number 13, Sarah Hamoud with a beautiful serve. And Farmington Harrison back within 1. Serve tipped over by A&T. Hit here by Hilke. Diving dig. Great effort by Alana Menson. But the kill by Hilke has tied this. Brought Farmington Harrison back closer yet again. Again. Net violation against Harrison. And coming in to serve for A&T, number 7, Felice Washington. Actually, Harrison had bumped it out to 1-point lead. A&T serving down 1. Double set for the hit by number 6, Krista Blakey. No doubt about that one. Nice effort by Kristen Hankins, but couldn't get there in time. A&T has tied this matchup. We're knotted up at 13s. Felice Washington serving for the Warriors. Nice dig return by A&T. Harrison unable to negotiate after the tip. A&T now back up by 1. Head coach Michael Love looking for clarification on that last call. And this serve comes up just short. Harrison ties it up yet again. We're even at 14s. Mary Williams serving for the Hawks. Down the middle. Dug by A&T. Big hit, but blockers there for Harrison to send it back. Danielle Burns had a wonderful windup. Great block by Kristen Hankins, number 10. Diving dig. Saved by A&T. Beautiful little backhand swing at it by McKenna Albert. Got it over, and Harrison could not return. We're all tied at 15. Number 8, John A. Cameron back on the front line for A&T. Danielle Burns serving. Difficult spot for that set. A&T couldn't do anything with it. Krista Blakey moves to the back row for A&T. Service handled. Blakey with the hit. Blocked by Farmington Harrison, but out of bounds. Blocked just wide. Good positioning, but couldn't execute the block. Set up for number 2, Melinda Hackeye, but she was rejected by John A. Cameron. Great defense by Cameron. Harrison able to return. Set up now, back row hit. That's going to sail wide. Why not? We're all tied up at 17s. What a great matchup tonight. 2 evenly matched teams, big hitters, great diggers. Really consistent serving both ways. Big windup and hit by Danielle Burns comes up just short. Now Tori Liggins serving for the Hawks. Set too far out in front for the hit. Farmington Harrison has moved out into the lead. Set number 4, Warriors up 2-1. Nice tip over by McKenna Albert. She caught the Hawks, good for a point for A&T, and she'll be serving for the Warriors. Handled by Harrison, 3 hits over. Big windup by A&T, but blocked by Harrison. In the right place at the right time, Harrison on the block. They are up by 2 here in set number 4. Serve dug out, back row hit. Handled by Harrison. Hackeye's hit blocked by A&T. John A. Cameron again there with the rejection. Beautiful 2-handed block. Serving for the Warriors, number 1, Alana Menson. Warriors find themselves down 1 here in set 4. Set over but wide. We're all tied up at 20. How many times have we seen the score tied over these 4 sets? Great high school volleyball action. Benson again, this one comes up short. Harrison up by 1, late here in set number 4. Melinda Hackeye on the line serving for Harrison. Can A&T make a comeback? Short set over, big hit handled by A&T. 3rd hit over and down. Southfield A&T ties it up at 21. Great shot to the corner by number 6, Krista Blakey. Felice Washington serving for the Warriors. Correction, that's number 2, Nefertari Harrison. Net violation by the Hawks. Point Warriors, they're up by 1, 22-21. Harrison's serve. Dug out. Hilker just bumps it over. Set up here. Double hit called against Harrison. And now the Warriors knocking on the door. They're up 23-21. Timeout Harrison here in set number 4. Remember, you can follow Cable 15 Sports on Twitter. Find out when the next game will be on, the time it will air, the scores, the highlights. It's all there at Cable 15 Sports. When you're already on Twitter, check out Cable 15 Sports Instagram page and see photos of the game at Cable 15 Sports. Instagram and Twitter, 2 more great ways to follow your local teams on the Game of the Week. Farmington Harrison hanging tough, led most of this 4th set, but the A&T Warriors have moved out ahead here, and they're 2 points away from a match victory. Another good serve by Harrelson. Tipped over. And Hilka going for the quick tip. Tipped it just wide. That's another point for the Warriors. And now serving. Match point number 2, Nefertari Harrelson. That serve goes long. Nothing easy here tonight for either team. Hawks within 2, serving. Sarah Hamoud on the back line for Harrison. Serve is dug out. Hit over by Senya Jackson, but that flies long. It's 23-24. We're going to see another comeback here in this match tonight. Sarah Hamoud on the serve for Harrison. A&T getting their communication straight. Looks like they had some moisture on the court. No doubt these girls are perspiring. It's a warm night. Assistant coach Amanda Love back out to get the court back in playing condition. Referees don't want a wet spot on the floor to come into play here as a factor down the stretch. We're in another tight set. All 4 sets have been battles to the finish. Hawks serving down 1 here in set number 4. Dug out by A&T. Third hit over and unreturnable. A&T comes up with the match point off the serve from Harrison, and it's over. 3 sets to 1. The A&T Warriors have taken the match here against the Harrison Hawks. The last time the Harrison Hawks will be visiting Southfield A&T, their school being consolidated into the other 2 high schools in Farmington. And they're the family members. Still able to get along even after the loss by Harrison. Head coach Michael Love giving his mom Alicia Love a hug, and why not? Just great volleyball action all night long. Both these teams working hard. There was not a decisive set. Everyone fought down to the finish. And both these teams can walk off of this court with their heads held high. Beautiful big hits both ways. Big hitter for A&T, Krista Blakey. two big hitters for Harrison, number 10 Hankins and number 5 Hilka. But in the end, too many Warriors, too much of the time. I'm Matt Hervella for Cable 15 Sports. We hope you've enjoyed the Game of the Week.